Hello, my dear friends. You're welcome on our channel. In this video, we're going to discuss the most important events that took place during the previous hours. We have a lot of very interesting updates too. So let's start. In Hungary, an explosion occurred at the country's largest oil refinery, which receives crude oil from Russia. The exact cause of the accident is still under investigation. The plant in Százhalombatta is considered the largest and most modern in Hungary's oil refining industry. It is supplied with oil from Russia. It may now temporarily stop working. An explosion and fire broke out on the 20th of October 2025 at Hungary's largest oil refinery, the Danube refinery in Százhalombatta, which mainly processes Russian crude oil. The fire was contained by firefighters with no injuries reported. The affected crude distillation unit processes about 40% of the refinery's capacity, and the incident could cause production disruptions lasting several months. Hungary's Prime Minister Viktor Orbán assured that fuel supply remains secure and strategic reserves may be used if needed. The cause of the fire is still under investigation, and unaffected parts of the refinery are being gradually restarted. The night in Kherson was restless again. The Russian army attacked the Korabelny district of the city with Shahed attack drones. A fire broke out at the site of the hits. Residential buildings, an educational institution, and utility buildings were damaged. 3 people are known to have been injured. All of them are currently in hospital, where they are receiving the necessary assistance. Doctors assess the condition of the wounded as moderate. The night in Kherson was marked by a Shahed drone attack by the Russian army on the Korabelny district. The attack caused a fire that damaged residential buildings, an educational institution, and utility structures. 3 people were injured, a 70-year-old woman and 2 men aged 53 and 76 sustaining blast injuries, concussions, and shrapnel wounds, with 1 man suffering an open forearm fracture. All are hospitalized and receiving necessary medical care, with doctors assessing their conditions as moderate. Rescuers also pulled 1 injured person from under the rubble. This attack reflects ongoing Russian strikes using Shahed drones, contributing to continued damage and civilian harm in Kherson. At night, the air defense forces shot down 6 drones in the region. The enemy used a UAV in the Bodanivska community of the Pavlohrad district. An outbuilding was burning. Another one and a private house were partially destroyed. Cars were damaged. The aggressor continued to attack the Nikopol region with FPV drones. The Pokrovska and Marivska communities survived the enemy strikes. A garage was occupied. A private house and a car were also damaged. The Russian army also hit the Sinelnikivska community, Pokrovska and Dubovikivska communities. The UAV was directed there. Outbuildings were burning. 4 private houses, a car, and a gas pipeline were damaged. During the night, Ukraine's air defense forces shot down 6 Russian drones in the Pavlohrad and surrounding regions. The enemy used UAVs in the Bodanivska community, where an outbuilding burned, and nearby a private house and another outbuilding were partially destroyed, with cars damaged. In the Nikopol region, FPV drones targeted the Pokrovska and Mirivska communities, damaging garages, homes, and vehicles. The Russian forces also struck the Sinelnikivska, Pokrovska, and Dubovikivska communities, setting outbuildings on fire and damaging 4 private houses, a car, and a gas pipeline. Despite the damage, Ukrainian air defenses continue intercepting many drones, helping to reduce further destruction and casualties in these contested areas. Bodanivska, Pavlohrad, Nikopol, Pokrovska, Mirivska, Sinelnikivska, Dubovikivska, Russians used a drone to strike at an intersection in Sumy. 9 people were injured. Reports, OVA, Russian forces struck an intersection in Sumy with an Atalmas drone on October 21, injuring 9 civilians, including a retired couple and 2 men aged 55 and 70. The attack damaged more than 10 vehicles and shattered windows in apartment buildings. All injured individuals are hospitalized and receiving medical care. Local authorities have activated emergency response teams and set up a mobile headquarters to assist victims. Officials warn residents to remain vigilant due to the threat of repeated strikes and urge them to comply with air raid alerts. This strike targeted one of the city's busiest traffic intersections amid ongoing Russian drone attacks in the region Sumy. Russians attacked the city of Novgorod-Siversky in Chernihiv region with drones. 4 dead and 7 injured. Among the injured is a child. According to the head of the Chernihiv OVA, Vyacheslav Chaus, about 20 hits were recorded in the city. Russian forces launched a massive drone attack on the city of Novgorod-Siversky in the Chernihiv region on the 21st of October 2025, with about 20 Shahed kamikaze drone strikes. The attack caused significant destruction, resulting in 4 civilian deaths, 2 men and 2 women, and 7 injuries, including a 10-year-old child. 1 injured person is in serious condition, while others are moderately wounded. The strikes severely damaged residential buildings, outbuildings, and local infrastructure. The attack also caused widespread power outages affecting over 30,000 homes in the region. Officials urge residents to stay in shelters due to ongoing attacks and difficulties restoring electricity as drones continue to threaten repair efforts. Novgorod-Siversky, Chernihiv, Russian airfields in occupied Ukrainian territories, destroying 2 light-engine planes from which the Russians were shooting down drones. The SBU says the attack clears the way for Ukrainian long-range drones and ensures uninterrupted cotton in the Russian rear. The Ukrainian Security Service, SBU, destroyed 2 Russian light aircraft stationed at airfields in occupied Ukrainian territories. These planes were adapted to shoot down Ukrainian long-range drones. The SBU described the attack as a strategic move to clear the way for Ukrainian long-range drones, ensuring uninterrupted strikes on Russian rear areas. The operation was conducted by the SBU's Special Operations Center, A. This action is part of Ukraine's ongoing efforts to weaken Russian drone defense capabilities and maintain pressure on Russian forces deep inside occupied territory.